started.
Yes, we can. We can hear you.
I would prefer audible.
Hannah, it's me and you.
Can you see us? Can you hear us? Are we not doing
Hannah, this is Zainab and Lishi. And Maria's there. Yeah. Too.
I'm not sure what's going on here. It won't let me join audio.
It's squeaking. And we can
Yes.
hear you, Mama.
Yeah, can you hear us now?
Yes.
Not echoing anymore, is it?
No.
Fantastic. I'm so sorry, guys. We were rushing. We have a surprise guest with us today. Where are you two? Heads up. Right, so who have we got with us today?
Me, and I am at my cousin's house. Yeah, my house.
Okay, so assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome to Mini Chefs. Today we have a surprise guest. Hannah, we have Hannah, Maria, and guys, Lishi and Zen, can you please mute yourselves? Can we have everyone mute themselves and you will be spoken to when we unmute you later. So, assalamu alaikum everyone. Sorry for the delay and welcome to Mini Chefs today. If you could pop it in the chat and say hi so we know exactly who's here. We are going to crack on because I have delayed you all. I'm also going to go over there and quickly wipe my screen because it looks a bit hazy today. Was that funny, Maria? So excuse me. I'm going to be wiping my screen because I feel like it's not very... that's better. That must be butter and sugar hands, I think. Isn't it, Maria? Okay. Hey, guys. Can you lower your hand, Zainab? Zainab is not with us in the studio today. She is at her nan's, so she's at her nanny's, and she is actually going to be a viewer today. We did a little child swap, so we have Hannah here today. Say salam. Say salam. With your mouth. She's getting shy. So Hannah and Maria have come all matchy for you today. Matchy. So for those of you who haven't already prepared your tin, I'm going to do that live just to kind of use some time while people are joining us and to show you how I'm going to do it. I have suggested that you all use paper today. The reason being, when we've done our bake, it's very easy to then lift up using the paper edges rather than having to turn it upside down and spoil the top a little bit. So what I'm going to do first is I have my magic spray. You could use your margarine or your butter or a little bit of oil to grease it. I'm going to go ahead and grease all the sides.
Why not the middle?
I'll grease the middle a very little bit because the middle is going to be covered. We're going to pop that in there. And if you notice, I've cut that longer than it needs to be. So that's going to go in there. And you can see that it really does. I'm going to push that down. It really does hang over the edge. Now, obviously, that's a lot. We don't need that much. We just need enough to be able to hold the side. So I'm going to chop that down.
What if it rips?
It won't rip, my lovely.
Right? Is it strong paper?
It is strong paper. So we're just going to cut that up. And do you want to say salam alaikum to Baija? Because she's watching. Did you know that she's watching? So we want to say salam alaikum to Baija, all the way up north, watching us today. And we always get lovely pictures from Maria's Baija. So we're looking forward to seeing those later. And to RB, you know who you are. Enjoy those brownies later on.
Wow.
Baija. All right, so this is how I've greased and lined my tin. Now, once you have your paper inside, some people do grease it again. We don't need to do that. This is absolutely fine. So you can see I've just got this little lip here and here, so I can pull them out later. Okay, so how is everyone doing? Is everyone ready? Thumbs up if you're ready to get going. I don't want to go too quickly. Coach Steve, do you think everyone is pretty much with us now?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Wa alaikum salam to Mini Chef. There you go. That's Baija on there, I think. Okay, great. We're going to get cracking. Hey, Iman. Welcome to Mini Chefs. Okay, so the first thing you need is to have your oven on at 170°C. So, Coach Steve, if you could pop ours on in a minute, because we forgot to do that. at 170C, and you can pop that in the chat. So 170C. I'm just, give me a minute because I'm just going to tell him because he can't see what he's doing. There, keep going, keep going.
Yeah, I can see.
Oh, you can see? Right, fantastic. So we're getting our oven on. Hopefully you guys have got yours on, or you will be getting it on soon. And remember, the bakes that we bake, we always make sure that the tin goes in the middle of the oven so that heat is even in the middle. If it's up, as we all know, heat rises. It will be hotter at the top. If it's down, it won't be hot enough. So right in the middle. So your shelf should look like it's in the middle of the oven. If you have a fan oven, then it's great as well. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to start with our yummy, yummy Terry's chocolate. So if you're not using Terry's chocolate right now, all you need is about a handful or half a cup will do of chocolate. You can even go up to 1 cup of chocolate. So what we're going to do, do you want to open up for me, Hannah? So go ahead, guys, open up your Terry's chocolate. Lovely job. You want to take it out for me? Want to, Mario?
Zainab is asking what gas mark?
It's gas mark 3 for 170C. Yeah, we're going to open up our Terry's chocolate. We're going to pop the packaging in the recycling, everyone. So Hannah, can you put that in the recycling around the corner for me?
All of
Put it
it.
on top of that bin. Yeah, so as most of you must have seen, and if you don't have, Terry's orange is like an orange. So you have these little segments, beautiful little segments. And if you smell them, what does it smell like?
Orange.
It smells like orange and chocolate, and that's
Because
exactly
it's made
what
of
it is.
orange.
It's made with orange and chocolate.
That's what it is.
What we're going to do is from the whole Terry's chocolate, we're going to take 4 pieces out. So can you take 2, Mario? No, we don't want 4. So we're going to put 4 pieces on the side. We don't need 4. So Mario, take 2, Hannah, take 2. And I tell you what, you can either pop those in your mouth or keep them for later. So we don't want 4. We're going to put those on the side, girls, because you girls are my little helpers. So 4 pieces, we're going to put them on the side. We don't need those. Now, I've got my microwavable bowl. You can either use a glass jug or another jug that is microwavable, or just a glass bowl that is suitable for microwave. Remember, in the microwave, we don't put anything with silver or
You
gold.
just need one.
So all of the rest of that Terry's chocolate is going in that microwavable bowl. So also pop that on the side. Now, we have our butter. Now, there are 2, my eggs, we don't want this one, Uncle. There are 2 ways of weighing your butter or estimating the amount. If you open your butter packet up, you will notice on the inside flap, there will be 50-gram marks. So if you want 50 grams, you would cut along the first 50 grams. If you want 100 grams, of course, you would cut on the second 50 gram. That will give you 50 and 50 to equal 100. You wouldn't have to weigh it. But today we're going to weigh it. So go ahead and get your weighing scales. Pop your bowl on the top. And we're doing grams. And we're going to put it on. And we're going to make sure it's on 0. So I've got 0 grams here. Now I roughly know how much 100 grams is. So I can tell you it's very slightly less than half a stick of butter. So I'm going to cut that down, wiggle it away. With a butter knife, it's very easy. Cut it all the way down and wiggle your knife and it will just come off. We're going to pop that in that bowl for me, Hannah. So 0 grams, we want 100 grams of butter. What do I have? 80. So we're 20 grams short. So we're going to go a little bit more. Nearly there. So 100 grams. Coach Receipt, if you could pop that in the chat for me. Right, we are good. If you get 99 or you get 101 grams, that's fine. Anything 1 or 2 near 100 will be fine, but not 110, that's too much. Not 90, that's too little. Very close to 100. If you get 100, that's even better. So I've got my butter here, and we've got our Terry's chocolate. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up that butter best as I can, just into big chunks. I'm going to move the weighing scale. Yeah, into chunks. Why are we cutting it up into chunks?
So it doesn't just pop into one thing and then it won't melt with the chocolate.
It won't melt easily, will it? We're all done, Maria. So Hannah, can you see how I'm doing that? I'm going to cut that up. Now what I want you to do, Hannah, is I want you to hold this bowl for Maria. So my Hannah's going to hold on to the chocolate and Maria is going to put all that butter in there. So we've just got big chunks of roughly cut up butter. Do you want to pop that in there? Don't get your hands are clean. Pick up and put it in there.
Yeah.
There you
Yes.
go. So in here, we now have 100 grams of butter, 1 whole Terry's chocolate, take away 4 pieces. This is now going in the microwave for 30 seconds. For 30 seconds, we're going to pop this in the microwave. And if you are young parents, if you want to help out at this stage, you can help out at this stage. I'm going to do it. Kasib, could you pop that in the chat? So everyone, 30 seconds into the microwave. I'll see you in 10 seconds. I'll be back quicker. We're confusing everyone. Right, so let's get that in. 30 seconds. You might hear it pop, pop, pop a little bit. We might hear it pop, pop, pop a little bit. Don't worry about that. 30 seconds, not too much, because chocolate can burn easily in the microwave. So we're going to let that go. And while that's going, we're going to get our bowl. You can either use the same bowl. We're going to use a clean one. And we're going to get our 2 sugars. So we have soft light brown sugar.
And plain sugar.
And we have toasted sugar.
And plain flour.
And what did we just hear happen at the microwave, Hannah?
Beep, beep.
Did it beep?
Yeah.
So it's ready. Let's go and get our butter now. Yes, you can get, let me get it out, Bobby.
Oh, it's not melted properly.
Right. Initially, it might not look like it's melted properly. But the thing is, the butter is quite warm, and you'll be surprised that when you very slowly mix this, you can very slowly mix it. It will be hot, so be careful. Hold a handle if you have a handle. So Mari is going to slowly mix that, and then we're going to leave it alone, because you'll see most of it will melt. So go ahead and give the butter and Terry's chocolate a little swirl. Well done. So you can see as you're mixing it, that will start melting up a little bit more. Can I have a go now? Thank you. Right, so we're going to make sure we scoop all of that off the edge and really get it in there. And you can see you're getting this lovely golden chocolatey glue. Closer. Down. So I've still got some chocolate lumps in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that on the side while I weigh my sugar.
That will just melt by itself.
Because the heat from the rest of the liquid
That'll just melt by itself.
should slowly melt the rest of it. And if it doesn't melt in about, your fingers away, don't you see? If it doesn't melt in a couple of, about 10, 20 seconds, you can pop it in for another 10 seconds. Hello, Uncle. Zainab just saw your finger. Okay, so we're going to pop that on the side. If there's a couple of lumps, don't worry. We're going to check it in about a minute and we'll see if it's melted or not. Okay, so now we are getting our 2 sugars. If you don't have both of the, a little bit higher, Coach Steve, a little bit higher. That's it, perfect. If you don't have light brown sugar, you can use all of caster sugar for this. But it's nice to have the light brown sugar because of the caramel taste. So we're going to be using both as I sent out in the recipe. So let's first go ahead and weigh our light brown sugar. So we've got 0 grams. Have you been writing? No, okay, so I'm going to get Coach Steve just to fill in the gaps from the beginning. So if we can write 170C gas mark 3.
Gas mark 3.
Yeah, I will tell you, it's 75 grams of light brown sugar. 75 grams of light brown sugar. 170C gas mark 3. Hannah, could you start putting some spoons in there for me? We want 75, which is 75. So 170C gas mark 3. The next thing was 100 grams of butter. Melted with, you can put this all together, melted with 1 whole Terry's chocolate minus 4 pieces. What we got? You want to come there? You got 34. Keep going. Okay, and we melt that for 30 seconds in the microwave. Hannah's doing really well. That's it. Let's go to see. We've got
30 seconds
in the microwave and mix up.
66.
We want 75. And then we are weighing 75 grams light brown sugar. And in the same message, could you also write 175 grams caster sugar?
I've done the light brown sugar.
Okay, 175 grams of caster sugar.
Yes, 77.
Well done, girls. 75 grams of light brown sugar. We are now going to weigh our caster sugar.
175 grams of?
You've done light brown sugar?
Yes.
175 grams of caster sugar. Now, Coach, you see, if somebody doesn't have light brown sugar and they only use caster sugar and they do 175 and 75 all together, is that 250?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you don't have light brown sugar, then you can use 250 grams of caster sugar and you don't need that. But we are using both. So if you are using both 75 grams of brown and 175 grams of white sugar, caster sugar. Yeah, caster sugar. Okay, so if you could write that in, you can see 175 grams of caster sugar. So Mari, I'm going to help you because we want a lot. So we've gone back to 0 on our scale. Slowly. Yes, good girl. Ooh, do we have a bit much? How much have we got?
183.
We've got 183. We're going to take them out.
I want to do that.
Then when we just do this one quickly, because everyone's going to catch up with us and we're going to be behind. And they're going to be teaching us how to do it.
They don't know how to make it.
Okay, so I have 174 grams and I'm happy with that. Who is it? I don't know what she's talking about. Okay, great. So we have in one bowl, I weigh 2 sugars. You can weigh them in separate bowls if you prefer, but make sure you go back to 0 in between. So now we're going to go back to that chocolate and we're going to check, has it all melted? Has it all melted? We've got a little lump in there, haven't we? We've got a little lump in there.
That's a big
I'm going to put mine back in for 10 seconds. If you need to do that, go ahead. No, Bubby, let Mama do it. I'm not sure if you do that. So I'm going to put my my butter and chocolate back in for 10 seconds to melt the chocolate up.
I do, Mama.
Right, so 10 seconds more for me. If your mixture has melted well, you can go ahead and pour it into your sugar and mix it through. So I will be back with you guys in just a few seconds. Lovely jubbly. Thank you, Maria. Right, so I put mine back in for about 10 seconds. There you go. Can you see that, Hannah?
Yeah.
Is it all melted now? It's like liquid chocolate, isn't it? We could pop that in a mug and just drink it.
Like you made with the tiramisu.
Like we did with the tiramisu, yeah. Okay, so we've got that lovely liquid and it's warm and it's lovely and melted. So now we're going to pour all of that into the sugar. I think Iman wants to speak. If we can unmute Iman, pour all of your butter chocolate into the sugar. That's it. Hold it upside down for a little while. Make sure you get all that goodness in there.
How many chocolate boxes do you need?
Right, for the first part, we need 1 box of chocolate. So
Take 4 away.
Yeah, well done, Mario. We're going to take 4 pieces out before we melt
use
it.
the left ones.
Okay, wait, Mario. So we use. Mario keeps talking over me. Sorry, 1 box of Terry's chocolate for the butter and the chocolate melting, but you remove 4 pieces of the chocolate. And the second box is for later, for decorating, okay?
Okay, thank you.
No worries. Now, we've got our butter and Terry's chocolate mixture in our sugar. We're going to go ahead and mix that up. I think, Ustad Dalha, okay, to see there is somebody else with their raised hand that may need to speak. So we are going into...
Mama, someone else is called our name. Someone else is called Lishi and Zainab.
Okay, just keep an eye on that person.
And it's exactly the same words. Lishi
All
and
right,
Zainab.
we're going to keep an eye on them. I apologise now, everyone. If children could stay away from the chat, that would be great. If you want to speak, you can obviously let us know. But other than that, please stay away from the chat. Okay, so now we've got this mushy kind of, I don't know, what does that look like? Melted chocolate.
No, it looks like melted chocolate that has
Chocolate. Yeah.
no, that has chicken melted.
Okay, she said it looks like melted chicken. Well, that's just gross. Okay, so we've got the mixture ready. I'm going to pop that on the side. We're going to go ahead and crack 2 eggs. Off you go. 2 eggs. We always crack it into a separate bowl, a dark coloured bowl, because when you crack 1 egg, you can swirl the bowl around and check.
Mama, we're really confused on the recipe.
Okay, what are you confused about, Zainab?
We don't know like how much chocolate to put in the butter together in the microwave.
Have you not done that part yet, Zainab?
We have, but we don't know how much chocolate we should have added.
Okay, what I said to everybody was you need to add the whole chocolate, all of it, but just take 4 pieces out.
We added 4 pieces.
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
One whole chocolate, take away 4 pieces. The second chocolate box,
Take away 4 pieces and then just add the rest. Yeah.
can you,
And then go my favorite.
girls, can you mute yourselves, please? The second chocolate box is for decorating, so don't worry about that now. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and crack 2 eggs. Go on, Mario. We always crack 1 egg, check for the shell, and we pop it in, and then do the second egg. That's it, upside down. That was a soft shell, wasn't it? Pop it in there. Okay, next one. Oh, you can put it in there. Okay, so Mario's done her first egg, and there's no shell in there. And pop that one in there. This in there. There you go. Good girl. And open. That's 2 eggs. Coach, see? 2 eggs.
One of you went ahead, crack 2 eggs, ideally into a separate bowl.
Yeah, ideally into a separate bowl. The reason why you crack them into a separate bowl is if you get a shell, like Mario's got a tiny shell on her second egg. If you get a shell, you're not having to take it out of all the ingredients. It's just the egg that we've got in here. So we can filter that out before it goes into our sugar mixture. Okay, so now 2 eggs straight into our sugar and chocolate mixture. And we're going to go ahead and mix that up. How do you want to go? So very gently. You see how Papa's doing that? Squash, squash, squash. And it will be all gooey and icky and bleh. So go ahead, hold the bowl with 1 hand. I'm just going to clean my hands, guys. Let me know how you're all getting on, if you're doing well.
I thought you were going to put that in there.
We're going good.
So can you please check the chat?
Yes,
Somebody just messaged me. Yeah, I think. Get rid of them. Did you say stir?
Yeah.
Oh, you've got my name on there.
oh,
Is that you?
yes.
Okay, that's fine. I got worried then. Thought again we had problems. Okay, good. So Hannah's mixed that up, good and proper. Let's have a look. It's very gloopy. It's almost like runny slime at the moment. Okay.
Without activator. Yeah.
Without activator, yes. So we're going to go ahead and put this on the side, and we want our clean bowl. And if you've used another bowl earlier for the sugar and you popped it in there, you've got an empty one for the sugar, you can use that bowl again. So now, sorry Hannah, we're going to get our weighing scales on again, and we're going to go to 0 grams.
Yeah.
Let me know if I'm going too fast for you, everyone. So we're going to go for 0 grams. Thumbs up if you're ready to carry on.
You're going too fast. We're still melting the butter and the thing.
Zainab, you're going to have to catch up on YouTube, sweetheart.
Zainab, you're going to have to catch up. Can you stop unmuting yourself, Zainab? Okay. If you are, thumbs up. If you guys, can you please mute yourselves? If you are stuck, Coach Asib has put all the instructions in the chat so you can find them there. Also, could you text Mum all the instructions? So then, huh? No, Mum, I'm saying, so she can see it. Then Zainab will have it there. Okay, Fizza, if you want to unmute yourself before we carry on.
Yeah. Do we put another bowl on the weighing scales or the same one that we used to put all the ingredients in?
Have you got one that you've used but it's empty?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. You can use that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we want 0 grams. we are going to weigh 100 grams of plain flour, okay? 100 grams of plain flour. Coach, see when you're ready. How many grams, Maria? How many grams, Hannah? What did I say just now? 100.
100.
100!
99.
What did you say? Wait, does that say
Plain
100?
flour.
Yeah.
100 grams of plain flour, all weighed up. Well done. Now, into that bowl, we don't need the scales now
Why?
because we're not weighing anymore.
Okay.
So once you've done 100 grams of plain flour into the same bowl, we're just going to move these things out of the way. We've got a big mess on the table today. We are going to add
What is that?
our cocoa powder.
Baking powder.
Cocoa powder. So 100 grams of plain flour, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Coach, see? So Hannah can put one in. If you don't have a measurer, you can use a tablespoon. 100 grams of flour, Zainab. 100 grams of plain flour. Okay, Zainab, Maria, can you put the second spoon of cocoa powder? There you go. That's it, that's fine. Okay. Go on, you want to scoop it? Give people time to catch up. Did you put 2 tablespoons of, I don't know what someone just said. Well done, Maria. Oh, it doesn't want to come out. Careful, don't shake it, just tap it on side. Good girl, put that in there. Let's close that for Mama. Well done. So in here, just to remind you, 100 grams of plain flour, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and the last dry ingredient is baking powder, and we are adding half a teaspoon of baking powder. Now, you can use a normal teaspoon and just put half. We have a, what's this called, girls? My mind's gone blank. Medicine spoon. You can use medicine spoon and you want the small side for half a teaspoon. Or like I said, you can use normal teaspoon and just get half of that. So half a teaspoon of baking powder into the flour mix. That's a very flat level teaspoon, half a teaspoon.
Mama, you just shook.
Yeah, it's okay. We make a mess. We always make a mess of these chefs, don't we? Don't we, Hannah?
Yeah.
And now we're going to give that a little mix.
But that's just the
Yeah,
ingredient.
it is, but it's all dry ingredients. So what we want is that lovely cocoa powder to mix through all of that plain flour. Very slowly, that's it. Now, when you have more time and you make this recipe again, you can go and sieve this because it gets nice and fine and any lumps will come out. But we're doing a really quick and easy one today. You can also mix the plain flour with a fork rather than a spoon. That will break up some of any flour. Sorry, Hannah. Any flour lumps that you have, you can use the back of the spoon to squash them. But in an ideal and lovely world, you know, whisked flour, sieved flour is great, but you don't have to. The bake will still work. Okay. So now what do we have, Hannah? Do you remember what's in this bowl? Tell me one thing.
Plain flour
What else?
and cocoa powder.
What was the last thing?
And baking powder.
Yes. Plain flour, cocoa powder, baking powder. And on this side, we have our Terry's chocolate, butter, sugars in here. Okay. Now what we're going to do, yes, Coach Azim?
Someone is saying that theirs is gooey and stiff,
What's gooey and stiff?
a mixture.
This mixture should be like that, runny. If it's not runny like mine, then you need to check your measurements and go back and think about what it is that you've put in there. Maybe you haven't put enough of something.
It's not runny at all.
Zainab is getting a little wrong today. Right, Zainab, what's wrong? What have you done? Have you put the flour in already? Okay, don't worry. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to now tap our flour into our wet ingredients.
I did the flour by accident.
No, that's fine. That's not an accident. So Zainab's used to doing everything in one bowl when she bakes at home. That's fine, Zainab, because we're putting the flour in now anyway. Okay, so everyone add your flour to your wet ingredients. Now, here's the thing. We want to mix it, but we don't want to over mix it, but we want it mixed. So go ahead and fold it through. Fold it through. It will be hard at first to get it all mixed in because it will look like the flour doesn't want to go into, but if you keep going, it will start mixing in. Okay, Mummy's gonna have a go. All right, so we're going to scrape around the outside and we're going to go through the middle. Scrape around the outside and fold it over. And when you see that gooey bit, just lift it up a little bit and then we'll be able to mix it through.
That looks like
And we
jelly.
cut through it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That looks like melted jelly with
Can you see how I'm
powder.
cutting through that mixture to make it easier to mix with the side of my spatula? And now you can see it's coming together. Can you see that, Hannah? It's going all gooey and chocolatey and sticky and beautiful. Yes, Maria?
It looks like melted. It looks like
I always worry about what she's going to say.
brown jelly melted up with powder.
Well, yeah, it kind of does. Okay, so this is what you should have. And it has this very thick, gloopy, dropping consistency. Can you see that? And I'm hoping you guys have the same kind of gooey mulch going on there. So look at that. One more time.
Chocolate waterfall.
It's gloopy, but it's got this sliminess to it. Okay,
Chocolate waterfall.
so that's that. Now we're going to go ahead and pop this in our baking tray that we have lined our little tin. So here's our tin.
We put it up in these edges.
Yeah, so when it bakes, we have these edges to lift it up. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to pop all of that gloopy mixture into our tin.
It looks like there's
And
nuts
hopefully
in
you
it.
guys have got your ovens on.
It looks like there's nuts in it because there's little powder bits.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a little bit of flour bits here and there, but it's okay. As long as we don't have loads of flour. Okay, so we're going to make sure we don't waste any of that. Use your scraper or your spoon to really scrape down those
You
sides.
need to get all of it because you don't want to waste.
We don't want to waste.
Yeah.
We don't want to waste, do we? And did you try one of these earlier? Did you eat one of these after lunch? Was it yummy?
Yeah.
Was it so yummy?
Yeah.
Did you like it? Did you say yes or no? You did. Okay, I thought you said something else. All right.
If children did not end up with a lot of mixture, could they just spread it as best as possible?
If the children didn't end up with a lot of mixture, who asked that question? Zainab. What do you mean, Zainab? Anyway, now that should, after a few seconds, just spread itself out. If it doesn't, you can just spread that out and help it along. Okay, so now, as you can see, I've got this glossy, chocolatey mixture in here. Now, what we're going to do,
already baked.
I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. We're going to go ahead and we have some here, don't we? No, one second, Maria. We're just going to count our remaining chocolate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we've got enough. We don't need to open it. Okay, so if you guys go ahead and open your second Terry's chocolate, we have one open here already.
But that's enough.
And what I'm going to do, I have a square. So I'm going to pretend I'm cutting out 9 pieces. So that would be 3, 3, and 3. So that means I want 9 Terry's chocolates. I'm going to hold it dead straight like that, flat, and I'm just going to drop it on the top. I'm not going to push it in. I'm just going to drop it on the top. And I'll show you how I've done this when I've done this, okay? I'll do one row. So Mario, put one there. No, one on the top row so I can show them. There you go. So I've done one row. It's going to be a little bit tricky. Coach Z, could you hold the camera down so they can see this for a second? We're just going to show you how I've done this. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do all of them. That way you can see it. You do that one. Hannah can do the last row. And Hannah, if you could do the last row. Remember how we did it? It's got to be there.
How's that?
Just give me 1 second. Yes, perfect. That's it. So one more. So what we've got is we have 3 rows of 3. So just drop them on, don't push them down. And then that is ready to go in the oven. Perfect. So Coach Z, can we get our lovely brownie into the oven? We're going to put the oven on for 35 minutes. You can time it on your watches, you can time it on your mama's phones or your own phones if you have. You can look at your microwave, you can look at your clock. 35 minutes at 170 C in the middle of the oven. Coach Z, 35. How was that, girls?
Yay!
And now, of course, you can treat yourself. Yummy! So wasn't that a really nice and easy recipe? What was your favourite bit? Eating chocolate. Eating
No.
the chocolate.
Putting the chocolate on the cake.
Putting
Yeah.
the chocolate on the cake? In the tin? Or mixing it? Oh, putting these chocolates on the brownie. Okay, so what we've made today is chocolate orange brownies. What you can do if you like an even stronger chocolate flavor, orange flavor, is next time you bake them, you can add a teaspoon of orange extract. You can also add, or instead add, the zest of an orange. We've kept it nice and simple today for our younger viewers. There are so many ways of making brownies with lots more real chocolate, dark chocolate, lots of different things. You can use another flavored chocolate next time as well. We are going to bake this for 35 minutes, Alina. So 35 minutes. Everybody's oven is slightly different. They should come out slightly gooey, and then you need to leave them to cool completely in the tin before you lift them up. So at least I give it about half an hour to 45 minutes before you're able to lift. If you try and lift them too early, what happens is, because they're still soft, they won't keep an eye shape and they might break. So leave them in there until they're firm enough to be able to lift out and onto a tray or onto a chopping board, and you'll be able to cut them up. What is it with our girls today, our own kids? Did you not grease the tin? Have you not got a parent with you there, Zainab? Zainab and Alishba, where is the adult today?
Go on, let's not unmute them.
Let's not unmute them.
No, we don't, because
Where is it? Why? Where is everybody? No one's helping you today.
Mommy's on a meeting with school and Nani's going out to
You
drop something off.
don't need to know all that live on Mini Chef. But did you not grease your tin either?
No, we forgot.
Okay, it doesn't matter. You've forgotten now. Don't worry about it. I'm surprised because I did give you all the instructions, but don't worry, girls. It's fine. It is what it is. Hopefully that Nani or Mama will be able to get it out for you. Okay, girls, don't unmute yourselves now, because we're going to be talking to the rest of Mini Chef now. All right, so let me know, how did you guys get on? Does anyone else out there want to unmute and tell us how that was? Nice and easy, I hope. Alina, are you there? She gone all shy. It's Ibrahim is upstairs. Assalamu alaikum. Who am I speaking to?
How are you, Auntie?
I'm okay. Who am I speaking to?
Alina.
Ah, Alina. Did you make it with Terry's chocolate orange? I've heard you're a big fan.
Yeah.
Mummy, right? Did you pop a few in your mouth along the way?
Yeah, I'm eating one right now.
So did your consistency come out right? Did you manage to get the same consistency as me?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, brilliant. Excellent. Looking forward to seeing how that comes out. You didn't enter our competition this week, did you?
No, sorry, I was too busy with schoolwork.
No, that's fine, but do stay tuned because we're going to announce the winner very soon. Is anyone else out there? I'll tell you what, we've got some viewers that never speak. I know there's a viewer out there. Iman is there. Iman hasn't spoken for a while. Iman, are you still logged on? Iman, Fizza. Anyone else? Who am I speaking to now?
Ibrahim.
Ibrahim. How are you guys?
Good.
I saw your amazing art, your food art, lovely and creative with your cutting and carving into the fruit. I remember doing that years ago and I really enjoyed it. And I love how you filled in the gaps as well with some very pretty pearls. And Ibby, your pancake just looked yum. So I'm not surprised it didn't last very long and you gobbled it all up. So well done guys for that. Anyone else who wants to say hello before we move on to the food challenge? Hello, who's that?
Iman and Muhammad Ali.
Oh, Assalamualaikum guys, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How did your cooking go today? Did your mixture come out nice and gloopy as well?
Yes, it was fun baking.
Fantastic. So is it in the oven now?
Yes.
Brilliant. Really looking forward to seeing your pictures. I know your mummy always sends me amazing pictures of you and your final bakes. So well done for that. And I loved your name art as well. So well done for your entry this week. I think we are good to go ahead and announce the winner. Do we have everybody or just the winner on there?
I believe we should have many people as
I hope you're
the
listening.
document.
Okay, before Coach Steve announces this week's winner, I want to say apologies for last week. That amazing little snowman, that was Aisha. So Aisha Patel had won last week and we did get the prize to her. So well done Aisha for last week. Big Chef, I got the name wrong, so I do apologize. So well done to Aisha for winning last week. Right, Coach whenever you're ready.
Okay, let's see if I've done this right. One moment.
I apologize if you've left anyone out. Okay, so let's go through.
Wait, one sec. This was very last
Yes,
one.
that was
Apologies.
Okay, that's the first one.
One
Was it?
second. One second.
No, you don't want to go through them all. You're showing them now. You've already started sharing screen.
Oh, I've done it now.
Okay, is that the top one, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so this is Fizzers. She carved into a watermelon beautifully and used these sugar pearls to write Fizzer in Arabic, and we love this word art. It's fantastic. So well done, Fizzer, for using an amazing and really unique type of material. Well, food. And well done, Zahra. We love your pancake. I think it was a tortilla, actually. That was quite different with chocolate. Lots of drawings on there. These look incredible. MashaAllah, well done, Zahra. We're going through all of them. Ibby! This is Ibby's lovely chocolate art on a pancake. Now, we can't go wrong, can we, with chocolate art? Can you see what that says, Hannah? Ibby. Does that look good? We like chocolate art, don't we? Because we get to lick the spoon. So well done, Ibby. That's Ibrahim. Who else do we have? This was fantastic. Ruqayya, I don't believe she's joining us today, but well done to Ruqayya. She did her name in English and again in Arabic, and I love the fact that she used a green chili for her raw, so that was nice. Very creative. She did. I'm sure that's the only part she didn't pick up and eat. And this is Fatima. Fatima, well done. She used Adami beans, which was really creative, nice and bright and colourful. They are different type of beans. Yeah, they're very good for you. So I'm sure she gobbled up all her name when she finished with that. So well done. And our winner this week is, drum roll. Who got the drum roll? Amina. So mashallah, well done, Amina. And I'm sure you can all agree. This was so pretty and delicate. And I loved how, in fact, at the beginning, it just looked like loads of different lentils and dal, but it wasn't. The closer I looked, I could see some, I believe, walnuts. We have, I think, 2 or 3 types of dal, which is lentils. We have Cheerios. And from far, it just all merges in so beautifully together. It's something that you could have on like a mat of art that you put up on your wall. So well done, Amina. That is absolutely fantastic. Yes, there is one missing, Steve.
That is my fault. A clicking error. I apologise.
So where is it? Can we get it on?
I could, but it'll take a bit of time.
Is it on your phone?
Maybe.
Right, find it on your phone and we'll just show it like that. All right, so Coach Steve had a clicking error, he said. So thank you, Iman, for reminding us. It was very last minute. He's going to try and get it up on his phone and we'll hopefully be able to show you like this. So well done, Amina, for amazing picture this week. You are the winner and we will get the prize out to you. Amina, are you with us today? I know she had her ingredients ready, so I'm hoping she's there. I'll give you 10 seconds to speak to me, or maybe your mama can speak to me if you're shy. While Coach Steve has a look for that picture. It was the one that started with the yellow flake. Hopefully Coach Steve can find it. All right, so guys, I'm sorry, I'm still with you lot, and we are taking a lot of your time. So if you are, have we got it? Yay, we have it. Okay, so we are going to show Iman, make sure it's the right way. Go closer, closer. The camera's there, so you can just, there you go. So that's Iman, and that was a focus a little bit out, a little bit. There you go. So we have, it starts with a flake and it's beautifully written as, again, really, really good choice of ingredients. So well done, Iman, for that. We did find it in the end. All right, guys, so 35 minutes in there. When it comes out, leave it to cool in the tin, lift it up, and hopefully once it's cooled in, you can cut. I'm going to show you what ours looks like. And the girls are itching to have their So these are our chocolate brownies, and as you can see, they've got this lovely little terry's orange on the top. You've got this crispy kind of edge, and you've got this gooey, chewy center. It's absolutely delicious. So make sure you leave them to cool a little bit so you don't ruin the shape when you take them out, and you'll get lovely, you'll be able to cut them up into lovely little squares like that. So go ahead and try this recipe with different types of chocolates. There's lots of different chocolates you can use. Again, you can use plain chocolate as well. And you don't have to decorate the top. There's lots of versions. So I'd love to see anything else. You can use white chocolate. So I'd love to see anything else you try. And don't forget, you can also have these warm. You can warm them up later with some ice cream, with some spray cream. Anything naughty is always good, isn't it?
With another chocolate piece sticking.
With more chocolate sticking in the top. So thank you everyone for joining us, mini chefs today. Well done to Armin and Mughal for being our winner for this week's challenge. Food challenge this week. Again, I haven't thought of anything. So can we have food challenge break, I think, this week? Do we agree with that, Coach Steve? I'm absolutely exhausted. So there is no food challenge this week. We're going to have a break this week, but we will be speaking to you next week and hopefully coming with a challenge next week. So well done, everyone, and we'll see you soon. Assalamualaikum. Bye. Say bye. Bye.
Bye.